Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another reading with Scatterlovetarot. I'm so honored to be here, guys, and I pray that you guys are having a wonderfully excellent day, whatever that means for each and every one of you guys. And just thank you so much for being here. I'm truly honored to give you guys these readings, and yeah, it's just my way of giving back, right? Like, I don't do personal readings right now. If you guys want to support the channel, you'll find all of that down in the description below. And also, if you guys are interested in more in-depth tarot readings, check out my description box down below, and you guys can follow me on my other channel at Readings by Circe. Those are very in-depth readings for you guys. So today we are doing this is a bit heavier. I haven't been doing these very often, and I couldn't tell you why, but I'm going to start doing these more frequently. And that is messages from a passed on loved one for you guys. So we're going to draw an oracle card today from my Sacred Rebels card. This is one of the decks that I use when I'm doing mediumship readings for myself. And yeah, I just love this deck so much. I know I brought it out before, and I'll bring it out again. But I just love the art in this deck. It's absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, with that being said, if this resonates with you guys, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so that you know when the next one does come out. And yeah, set the notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm being called to shuffle these one time. So source, what are the messages from a passed on loved ones? So I'm asking for passed on loved ones of the highest light and love vibration to come through for piles 1, 2, and 3. So messages from a passed on loved one from pile number 1. Messages from a passed on loved one for pile number 1. Okay. Messages from a passed on loved one for pile number 1. What are messages from a passed on loved one for pile number 1? Messages for pile number 1 from a passed on loved one. Okay, it was this one here. Thank you. Make sure that's in frame. Okay. Messages from a passed on loved one for pile number 2. Okay, was it that one? Yeah, I thought so. I felt it too. Okay. Messages from a passed on loved one for pile number 3. This one? Yeah. Thank you. Look, guys, on the bottom of the deck, it's number 33 from Heaven Sent. Oh my gosh, I love that confirmation that this... I'm just so excited, guys. I'm so excited. So I hope that gives you guys some clarification and confirmation that these are going to be messages from your passed on loved ones. I do not know what they're going to be. We'll find out together. For pile number 1, I have chosen this beautiful clear quartz stone to put on. Okay. And for pile number 2, this beautiful citrine. It's a yellow citrine. Okay. And for pile number 3, we have this beautiful aquamarine. It is a raw aquamarine, so it might not look like what you guys are used to. This is a raw piece of aquamarine. Move these up. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Okay, whichever pile you are drawn to, that should be the message for you. Keeping in mind that these are general messages, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. And I will see you guys on your designated piles. I'll see you guys there. All right, pile number 1. Welcome. This is for those of you that chose the clear quartz. This reading is for you. And before we get into it, I'm going to see if I get any channeled messages for you guys here. So I heard let go. You've been holding too tightly since I've gone. It scares you to enjoy life once again. So this is random, but I do see like a bullseye, like maybe a dartboard or something that you guys would shoot arrows at. That's what I'm seeing right now. There's like a male energy coming through saying to forgive me. I wasn't there when you needed me. I did the best that I could. I love you. I heard Grandpa says hi. I heard the name Phil. Ooh, and I got like this weird feeling at the top of my head, like an injury, maybe blunt force trauma. Oh, I heard an accident. It was an accident. Grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you. Like I hear like rhyme words right now, like grateful for you, blue, true, do. Like I hear like all these rhyming words coming through right now. So somebody may be a poet, or they were a poet, or they like to rhyme to you. It's okay to feel, to be sad. I'll always be with you. I feel like the right side of my body is very like tingly and numb. So this is like a different kind of energy. It is still masculine energy coming through, but like a stroke, like the feeling of a stroke. Like it just kind of feels numb and heavy. Like I can't move my eye. I can't really breathe out of my right nostril. And the right side of my mouth is just kind of like, eh. So they're pointing out that you're here for a sense of clarity. Like, is there an afterlife? Is there something more? And while they want me to tell you, yes, there is, there's also this understanding that I'm getting that's saying that it's truly up for you to find the answer for yourself. And that's not to put it all on you. However, when you take advice from someone like me, okay, like not just advice, but like you just take it at face value, it's not your own belief and you'll always find yourself questioning it. And so there's this energy coming through where they want you guys to reach out and find faith in what feels good for you. It's like I feel like some of you guys have been going, I keep seeing somebody moving from door to door to door. It's like knocking and trying to find the answer, and it's like all these people have given you a different answer and no one has told you that it's up to you to find out. And they want you, like, I have this weird feeling in my right hand. It's like this feeling of reaching towards what you want, reaching towards what you know is there, reaching towards your heart and towards understanding this deeper. Yes, you can go to mediums. Yes, you can find that answer from a medium. However, if you're going to be skeptic, there's still always going to be that underlying skeptic, rather than searching for the answer for yourself and finding the confirmation. So they want you to find confirmation for yourself on the journey. Okay. So let me get into the cards real quick. Let's see, which ones do I want to use? Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get some from here. Let's shuffle. Okay, so message from passed away loved one. What do you wish to say to pile number 1? Okay, thank you. What do you wish to say to pile number 1? What do you wish to say to pile number 1? This person is noting right now that they gave their love to a lot of different people, but they didn't give it to you, and they're sad and they're sorry about that. And they wish that they could go back and change that. But they're walking with you in the afterlife now. What else do you wish to say? Okay, thank you. What else do you wish to say to pile number 1, passed away loved one? What else do you wish to say? Yeah, I knew it was there. I could feel it. What else do you wish to say? Pile number 1. What else do you wish to say? Thank you. Yeah. This father figure. Yeah. This is somebody from your home. Okay. So what do we got going on here? We have the 5 of clubs also being portrayed by the devil. The 3 of diamonds. The 5 of diamonds also portraying the Hierophant or the Pope is what I'm used to. And then we have the 4 of clubs here. This person built stability outside of the home. So for some of you guys, I'm getting that this was a job that they built stability with outside of the home. Or this was another family that they had on the side that you guys found out about recently or suspected, and you're needing that confirmation, and this is coming through, and they're saying that they're sorry. They felt chained and tied to that situation, and they felt like they could set you free. But what they didn't realize in the long term is that not being there for you when they needed you the most, they're the ones that got burned, and they're the ones that got hurt, and they saw as you suffered. And they were too proud to say, I see you suffer. So this is a very strong masculine energy that was in your life that's coming through. And if it's not, if this isn't resonating with you guys, you can pick another pile. This is the message that's coming through. It's very clear that this person is wishing that they had built something stronger with you, but the diversity of their family, it kept, like, they saw how strong you were, and they relied on you to have that strength during times of difficulty. And it was like you were in a position that you didn't have a choice, and because of that, they chose that other situation. This could have been work. This could have even been an addiction. I heard alcoholism. Yes, okay, and this is going to be a trigger, and I really apologize, but it did come through really loudly right now, is that there's a meth user among us, and they chose that over you, okay, and they're apologizing because they didn't understand. It's interesting, I don't usually get lower vibrational beings like that. However, this individual is trying to make amends for the life that they had, and they're trying, when we go on, like I said, you guys have to find your truth, but I will tell you how I have learned is that when we pass on, we have an opportunity to set some of our karma, quote unquote, right, correct in the afterlife by helping those that are loved ones that are here in the physical realm. And that's what's coming through very strongly here. It's like this person was stuck by illusions. They couldn't see clearly what meant the most to them, and they picked something over you. And they didn't realize that the key to their life was in truth to connect with you. And they're trying so desperately to do that now. And they understand if you say no. Okay, this is not like a you have to connect with this person. This is not a you have to forgive them. You need forgiveness in your life to set yourself free. But they want you to understand and to know that they're just here with you. And even if you choose not to forgive them, that you will always notice signs of them. There'll always be reminders of them, and that's them following you and helping you through life. And that message of letting go now becomes so clear because there's anger here that's coming through. And it wasn't them. I wasn't feeling your anger because they were messaging what they had to say. Okay? And so I definitely see that now, the anger that you're feeling coming through, and that's why it's holding on too tightly. And it's frustrating. You want someone to make amends with you, and you desperately want them to make amends with you. And how do you do that from the ether to the 3D? And the only thing that is available to us that are left is forgiveness. And I already feel your resistance to that, because it's like you want the answer as to why. And the reason why is because there was some sort of pull, some sort of addiction, some sort of I can't let go of this other situation, whether that was work or whether that was an addiction or whether that was a family on the side or whatever it was. This could have even been like a girlfriend. It didn't have to be as extensive as a family, just someone other than you, or they just left you behind and they barely ever showed up. Like, this is not somebody who is extremely present in your life. And they're want you to know that they care about you. They've always loved you. They always wanted to be there for you, but pride got in the way, right? And the fear of how you would react if they showed up, or what you would say, got in the way of them actually being able to be present for you in the light of things, right? So I want to get some answers from the dice. Let me run these through the smoke. Okay. Dear past on loved one, what can you tell us with the dice for pile number 1? What can you tell us with the dice for pile number 1? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. All right. Let me move these up. Okay. Yeah, so there's something that was very mysterious here, okay? There's something that, like, and it's weird because house 8 is the house of death, right? Like, that's the house of death and transformation, also known as rebirth. But this is absolutely a confirmation that this is someone from beyond, because it is the house of death. All things hidden, right? That occult energy and that energy of taboos and secrets. And they're trying to tell you, like, yes, maybe I led this secret life. Maybe you didn't know about their secret life and you always wanted to know. And they're just coming through to confirm that for you. And, you know, we have Cancerian energy here, the house of home, right? And nurturing and love. And it's like they couldn't nurture that because they had something else on the side that they, you know, they weren't able to pull themselves away from. Very much this dangerous energy coming through here. This energy of not being able to, you know, truly give to what, you know, what they needed to give you what they needed to. Sorry, that was upside down. I just realized that. And it has affected you. It has affected the way that you love people. It has affected the way that you nurture people. And it has affected the way that you show up. in your relationships, and they see that and they want to say that they're sorry, and that it's through the forgiveness that you give to them that is going to help you grow beyond this and see it for this was their life. It's not your life to live that anymore, and it's not your burden to hold on to anymore, even though it was hurtful, it was upsetting. This is an ask from them that it's like basically saying when you forgive yourself, okay, when you forgive yourself, when you forgive them, and you might ask, why do I forgive myself? We have to forgive ourselves first, because if we don't forgive ourselves first, we cannot forgive another. We end up staying stuck in this, well, I should have been the one. I should have seen this. I should have done that. No, you did everything you were meant to in this connection. And that's what they want you to know. They want you to understand you couldn't see things that you couldn't see. Like, that's not fair to put on yourself here. And that's the message that's coming through. They want you to know that they love you unconditionally. And yes, there was a problem with your loyalty, not your loyalty, their loyalty to you. And maybe there was a passive aggressive energy coming through here, and a lot of moodiness, and there's healing that needs to be done here. And it's like not being able to embrace that true emotional being within because you didn't get the support and the compassion that you needed up front. And they're very much connecting with that now and saying sorry, right? And we have Venusian energy coming out as well, which is connected to how you love others. And this person is also, for some of you guys, this is somebody who's very much connected with their job, and they were a workaholic, and because of that, it took them away from you, and they were more connected to their work and their job than they were to loving you and being there for you. And they never had that balance, and they did a lot of compromising, and the problem is that in their compromising, you're the one that got the short end of the stick, and they're realizing that now, and they realize that when they passed on, but that's the message they want to tell you. They see that now. They see that they didn't give to you the way that they could have, and they didn't give to you what you deserved, right? It would have been easy for them to show you that love, to give you that relationship you wanted, to give you that, even just to have a conversation with you. Also, this is very feminine energy. This is telling me that you guys have a disconnect with the divine feminine because you guys are disconnected from the divine masculine. When one is out of balance, so is the other. And so by balancing this divine masculine energy, you will balance out this nurturing energy and be able to give that to yourself. This person doesn't want you to lose life because they didn't know how to love you. They want you guys to learn to love yourselves. They want you guys to see yourselves for who you are. My apologies. I'm trying to zoom out here. Okay. Let's get 2 more cards here. Any further messages for... Wow, that came out quick. Like, they came out quick. So yeah, look, we have the 3 of Cups on the bottom. This is talking about childhood. And they very much played a huge role in your childhood. And they very much played this place of, I feel like mostly you took care of them emotionally, or you took care of the other parent emotionally, or one of the other caregivers emotionally. And they don't want that. They want you to be able to learn how to mother and father yourself and become that parent to yourself. And when you become the parent to yourself, you become this stable energy. We have Justice coming out, and the Hermit, which is 8 and 9, right? It's like you want justice for this situation, and they see that. They're acknowledging that. But right now, to go within and to see yourself in a different place and to see this from a different perspective is very difficult for you. And that's what they're apologizing for, because they set up, you learn from, like, we learn from our elders, right? We learn from the people who come before us. And it's like they're acknowledging that they set you up for this place of failure, in other words. And it's like they're apologizing for that, and they don't want that to be. And it's like you have an opportunity to clear out this karmic energy and you will receive justice for it, but that comes from introspection and that forgiveness. And I know forgiveness is hard, right? Because it's like we want to hold our grudges because we want people to understand how much they hurt us. Yet at the end of the day, when we hold those grudges, what we don't realize is that the only person that we're hurting is ourselves, because you holding on to this grudge doesn't hurt them at all. It never did hurt them. Right? Maybe it kept you guys from communicating. And yes, they felt the pain from that. But what pains them the most, and the message that's truly coming through, is that they see how hard it is for you to forgive and forgive yourself. And that's what's hurting your heart that's already been broken. Okay? So I'm going to get some. I have my own deck that I created for these mediumship readings. May I please get some further messages for pile number 1? Okay. One more. No. That's the one. Okay, I'm going to put these over here for just a second. We have on the bottom of the deck. So, and this goes in line with, like, you feel like they were taken before you were able to get that energy out, right? It says too young. You feel I was taken too young. I was taken at the moment I was meant to be taken. It was the perfect time for me to leave the exact mark I was meant to leave on the world. And I feel some of you guys saying, like, what mark? They just hurt me and they left me, and they left me for whatever it was. And that's not, like, the mark that they left. It meant that they had to leave their footprint somewhere. It's important for you guys to ground at this time, to really find balance within your own world. And I do want to get one of these. Okay. The Moon. Satisfying emotional needs, nurturing the self and others. And we talked about that. It's so important for you guys to nurture yourself at this time, because you guys are healing this wound. This is healing. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's start with my oracle. Oh, wow, we got 3 cards and I didn't realize. Okay. So, okay. This is weird that this came through, and I was telling you guys, I got this weird feeling on the top of my head, and they're saying it was an accident. We have red rum. We are all aware of what this says backwards, which makes you think my passing was backwards and unwarranted. This occurred to make you stronger, which is not cruel. It's leadership. And so they're saying it's like maybe there is an element of feeling like someone took them away from you, as well as these mixed emotions of dealing with the anger and the hurt that's coming along with that, okay? So they're just saying it's like this is to help you come up into a place of leadership, God's vengeance. What you have thought to be God's vengeance is actually a part of the bigger plan. It's hard to focus on that when it feels so final and personal. He has a greater ability to create than our minds could ever comprehend. Have faith, for all is exactly as it's meant to be. Yeah, so there's this energy of just feeling really upset that they were taken, and yet this energy of wanting justice, and this makes so much sense too. This justice, you want this justice partially for yourself, but partially for another person involved in this or another situation. So like if it was a car accident, or if it was a drug, or if it was, you know, because of an addiction, it's like needing someone to blame in this situation. And that's what they're saying here. There's no one to blame. It happened exactly as it was meant to happen. And sometimes that is the hardest thing for us to accept, because it feels like we did something wrong. And they want you to understand there's nothing that you did wrong here. Nothing. Don't worry. Be happy. From the moment I left, all pain went away. I felt lighter than I ever remembered feeling, and I finally understand real freedom. I am loved and accepted and always watch you no matter where you are. So you love this person a lot. Like, it's weird that we could love someone and hold so much upset and anger with someone, but it's the truth. We're humans. That's the contrast of the situation that we live in. And so they're just saying, like, don't worry about me. I'm watching you. And this is that confirmation that I got earlier in the video, where it was like, they're always with you, whether you want that or not. They're always with you. Trying. We have angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Yeah, so this is that they're like your guardian angel. Okay, that's what this is saying to me. They're your guardian angel, here to help you out, here to protect you, whether you want them to be or not. And it's like coming back to that energy of finding out for yourself. Like, you got to find answers for yourself on what resonates for you for the afterlife. What does that mean for you? Is it heaven? Is it the afterlife? Is it some kind of purgatory that we end up in? Is it just the all? What is it? And I'm not here to tell you what's right for you, because I don't know what's right for you. I know what's right for me, and that's why I explained a little bit of that in the video. But again, it's like you have to find what's right for you. Unfoldment, lotus flower. Yeah, so you guys are, in order for you to become who you're meant to become, it's like you're a lotus flower that's growing. We have to grow up from the mud, right? And it's like, this is the mud and the muck and the yuck and the things that you don't want to go through. And so finding clarity on why this has happened to you, it's just finding that balance in there and realizing that maybe they were taken too soon. Maybe it feels like something that you did wrong, but none of that is. It's just learning how to become a leader, right? Leadership. You guys are going to lead others, whatever it is that means, because it's going to be different for every one of you. Some of you guys might turn into grief counselors, and some of you guys might, turn to just helping others when they have a hard time with family, and helping accept, addictions, or helping to accept other families, right? Like these blend families, but they're not blended. They're just separate families. Whatever it is, you guys could do anything that will help the collective. Look, we have number 8. Be the hunter, not the hunted. And this is just saying, with this owl here, you guys have tons of wisdom. And right now it's hard for you guys to access that wisdom, because it's like reliving this situation over and over again in your head. And as you guys let go, you will come into this place of balance where you guys will be able to find and do what's meant for you. So it says, do you feel you are at the beck and call of circumstances, situations, and relationships that are outside of your control, which goes in hand with these 2 cards that we got, right? It says, is your attention being called away from what you love, from your passionate focus upon your own journey and creative self-expression? Are you feeling roped into becoming a support, tonic, savior, and a heal-all for others? So you guys could be in a situation where you're holding the family together with this, and it's like no one's there for you. And that's another thing here. It's like understanding that you're not alone, and that you can gain clarity by asking for guidance and confirmation from this person. Okay? There's a big difference between healthy supportiveness in a relationship, which includes healthy self-support, and ignoring your own journey out of misplaced guilt, shame, unworthiness, or the belief that the need of others are more important than your own. That is not compromise. That is unhealthy and neglectful of yourself. You're being asked to see through the assumptions, expectations, tantrums, or manipulations that may be put on you by yourself or others. I feel like a lot of this is self-guilt for the way that you feel, and it's up to you to realize there's nothing to be guilty about the way you feel, because how you feel is valid, and you have to accept that. And when you accept that, then healing begins. Okay? See through them to the truth. You can only sidestep, change your response to, or choose to release that which you can recognize. This oracle brings you some important news. You are capable of seeing the truth, outsmarting old patterns and relationships more creatively to craft new and improved relationships. You don't have to be drawn into the dramas of others or the suffering of repetitive struggles, right? That repetition of this life. You can become still and intent with a willingness to see the truth. In doing so, you will be open to being shown another way through the inner wisdom of your heart, or a flash of insight from the great universal mind that penetrates your own awareness. Okay, there are messages coming your way. It will be important to you, and you are not to paint it as anything more or less than what it is. Sit with your heart. Take your time. You will be able to bend and stretch time so that in your relaxation you can feel what your truth is and the situation at hand and respond appropriately. Okay, this is what I have for you guys, pile number 1. I hope that this helps. I'm sending you guys out so much light and love. If this resonates, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel. And remember, we're all human. So go be human, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye. Welcome, my pile number 2 humans. I hope you guys are having a great day. So we'll go ahead and get into it. This is for those of you guys that chose the yellow citrine. This is going to be your message from a passed on loved one. So I'm going to see if I can get some channeled messages from this stone for you guys today. So please be patient with me. Now, the first thing that I did get before I even started with your guys' group, I actually got it when I was shuffling, and I'm so glad that it stuck with me. As soon as I picked up your pile, it came right back through. They said to accept your imperfections, that you're far too hard on yourself, and that it's upsetting to see you guys constantly beat yourself up. And they want you guys to know that you're perfect just the way that you are. And for some of you guys, I am feeling that this was something that maybe this person passed on to you, or inadvertently cemented this belief within you, and they're apologizing for that. And they want you guys to know that they're truly, truly proud of how far you've come and the beautiful individual that you are. The other thing that came through so clearly was baseball. And I don't know what that means. Like, I asked, and that was just it. They just kept saying baseball, baseball, baseball. Now, I'm not getting a gender specific for this person, which means that this person was either truly balanced between masculine and feminine, or because this is a general reading, we're getting both masculine and feminine energies through this. Someone who really enjoyed baseball, or you guys really enjoy baseball, or you play baseball, or they played baseball. I want you guys to know that's not softball. That did not come through. It was very clear that it was baseball coming through here. And so that is something that I just want you guys to know. So I am actually going to light a new incense as this one finished burning out. Let me pull it out here. It just turned off. So we'll get our offering up for pile number 2. Let me go ahead and light this here. Messages for pile number 2. Messages for pile number 2. Yeah, something about letting go of the darkness here. Not being afraid to accept who you are as you are, because whatever it is that you're beating yourself up about, excuse me guys, I'm not trying to be up in your space here, is something that you can't actually change, right? It's like maybe you beat yourself up for the way that you look, or for like the way that your body looks, or not being tall enough, for not being short enough, for being too high. What is it? I hear that too tall, too fat, too skinny, too short, too, like, all these things that, like, really you can't change overnight, or that you can't change at all. Like, if you're too tall, you can't really make yourself shorter unless you go through some really invasive surgery. And, you know, if you're too short, the same thing. And it's like, you're too skinny, it takes time to gain weight. And if you're too fat, which I don't like body shaming, and I'm sorry to use this word, I myself am a BBW. And so, you know, it's like this energy of understanding it takes time to lose weight. You're not going to lose weight tomorrow, right? You have to take time and space and energy for these things. And it starts by accepting yourself. They're saying you're not going to be happy unless you accept yourself. And that's difficult because there's this really regretful energy coming through that they may have cemented that into you, or like, you know, like out of love. They were like, oh, you know, you're so tall. Like, and it didn't feel like love. And it was like, that's the only way that they knew how to show love, was kind of this invasive comments that they would make, right? These like underhand comments, and to you it didn't feel like love at all. Okay, so I am seeing a signed baseball. Someone had a signed baseball by Babe Ruth, Jackie. I don't know. Okay, so I see Jackie Robinson, but I also see there's like like Jackie is the last name. Okay. Like with an EY. Not an IE, with an EY. I don't know sports at all, guys. Like, I just want you to know, like, I'm not a sports person at all. Like, it's not something, so I don't know. I also see a Ramirez, okay? Like, I know these seem like common names, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing those names, and so that could be significant to some of you guys. And for others of you guys, it just had to do with the fact that they played baseball, or they were in the Hall of Fame for their school. I see like a high school Hall of Fame with a high school trophy case. Okay. I heard Philly. That came through really strongly right now. Glass door? I couldn't tell you what that means. I really don't know. What does glass door mean? Broken glass door? Okay. So, oh, okay, I see like a baseball going through a glass door. So maybe there was a situation where they hit the ball and they blamed you for it. This could also be a sibling. I'm getting that really strongly now. Someone who is close to you, but not like, this doesn't feel like a parent. This feels very much like sibling energy, like friend, or someone like maybe an aunt, an uncle, a cousin. Okay. I heard Jeffrey and Sybil. That was a name that came through right now. Okay. That's all from that. Put that there. Okay, I'm going to do your guys's a little bit different than I did pile one, and that's just because it just works better this way. So I'm going to ask the dice first. Let's cleanse the dice here. So, passed on loved one for pile number 2. What do you wish to tell them? What do you wish to tell pile number 2? Okay. What did I say? Sibling. We have sibling energy coming out. I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see. Don't worry, I'll move them down. Just give me a second. Wow, those are huge. Okay, I hope you guys can see those, okay? I don't know if I can get that to focus anymore because it's so far away. Okay. Yeah, so right here we have confirmation of sibling energy coming through with the 3rd house right away. Right away. This is somebody that is like on that level, or peer, somebody that was in your school or early education. This is somebody that maybe you traveled with a lot, but you had great communication with, and you guys did a lot of activities together. And this is a confirmation for you guys, okay? They're confirming that this is somebody that's on that same level. So that's why I'm not getting a gender here, because for some of you guys, it's a girl, and for others of you, it's a boy or a female and a male, whatever, guys. I'm not trying to, or transgender, somebody that, you know, it doesn't, none of that matters. This is what they're saying here. This is somebody that was very close to you on that, very much like a Either family, blood, or this was somebody that was like blood, like family. I love that the sibling thing came out, and that was what I kept feeling. This is somebody that's a sibling, like a cousin, some that, you know, like a peer. This is somebody that's on your same level, not an authoritative figure. This is not somebody that's over you in any one way, shape, or form. This is very much somebody that was along those lines. And what they want to tell you is that they see how hardworking you are. They see that you're so determined to change things and discipline. Like, I feel like maybe if you guys, why do I keep getting this energy of like plastic surgery? Like, this is a first for me. In all the readings that I've ever done, I've never really gotten this energy of plastic surgery, but it is coming through right now. And it's like, this has become like a discipline in your life. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's transfiguration surgery. Okay, like you guys will know. It's some kind of surgery. Like you guys are planning and determined to do some type of surgery and you're working hard for it. And they see that. But they want you to understand that it's more important for you to truly accept yourself. Like no matter the comments that they made towards you, it's so important for you to accept yourself, because this surgery or this change in your life is not going to bring you happiness. Like there's this feeling of once I get this, I'll finally be happy. And they're coming through saying like, no, like you're such a hard worker and there's so many other things that you could work hard towards that will make you feel better, like treating yourself and doing things that you love doing and doing this, you know, whatever it is that brings you joy, like maybe getting into music, into art and these things, and finding out how to express yourself through these creative endeavors. And then after that, after you've learned to love yourself, find a way to do that, because it doesn't take away from the amount of work that you put towards this, but they're very specific about this. They see this. Now, for some of you guys, that might not be the case. You guys have just been really determined to losing weight so that you'll feel better. And they're saying that you have to love yourself in this moment, because you'll lose all the weight and you'll get to this ideal size. And yeah, you may feel good about yourself, but if you don't love yourself, that could very easily go away. Like you'll gain weight again, or, you know, you'll still be ruthless to yourself and you'll still be cynical and fearful and like really controlling of yourself, right? And so they're just saying to really, truly learn to love yourself. Okay. They want you guys to find a sense of security in self and stability in yourself. And that's something that's very important. And they feel like that's going to make you become more successful than you ever could have imagined. Okay? And that's going to help you guys come up into this place of doing this. So this is your north node. And your north node is what they talk about, your true north. These are the things that you do in your life that are what your soul wants, right? And it's like you're already hardworking, and they're acknowledging that. But it's like to find your true north means to accept where you're at and to let go of those karmic situations, which is something that they had with you as a karmic situation. You have a beautiful soul purpose to learn to give to others. And it's like once you let go of this idea that you have to do something to change yourself, they're going, you know, like you're going to be pointing in your true north. And they just want you guys to see that it's not about how you look. It's not about your physical appearance, even though maybe that's something that in life they were always on you about. It's not about that. And you're going to bring something so unique to the world around you in that light, because you guys are going to learn some sense on the path. It's like learning some really important lesson on the path, right? Okay, I'm going to zoom out. You guys are going to move a little bit. Hang with me. Okay, there we go. And that's what they're saying here. I love this confirmation, though. I really do. I really love that. Okay, so let me get some tarot on it. So pile number 2, loved one, what do you wish to tell pile number 2? What messages do you have for pile 2? Wow, that flew out. Thank you. Okay, loved one for pile number 2. What do you wish to tell pile number 2? Okay, they want this one. Thank you. Loved one for pile number 2. What do you wish to tell pile number 2? What messages do you have from them? For them. Okay, they want me to stop. For pile number 2, passed on loved one, what messages? Thank you. Wow, you guys got a few extra cards. I feel like this is confirming this card or clarifying this card. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of clubs. Yeah, this was like something that was broken between you guys. Like, I feel like you guys had a close relationship, but they're like, you know how when you have a really close relationship with somebody, the things that they do that irritate you, they really irritate you. And that's the sense that's coming through here, okay? So we have the 2 of diamonds, the 4 of diamonds, and we have the Jack of diamonds. What? Like, can you guys be harder workers, like, at all? And the Jack of diamonds is clarified by the 7 of hearts. Yeah, just not knowing where to put your hard work and your determination at. It's like you have this one idea, and they're like saying, okay, so say you work for that. Say you work for just plastic surgery. I'm just going to use this as an example. This is not going to resonate with all of you guys, okay? It's whatever your situation is, you're working towards that. And they're saying that you're going to get there. No matter what, you're going to get there because you guys are such hard workers, and you don't have a problem intuitively going where the work is. Like, you know where the work is, and you know how to take action towards the work. But something that you struggle with besides that is knowing, okay, once you get there and you've achieved that, and then you're just kind of like lost to what the next thing is. Like, you have so many options, and not all of the options that are there for you are necessarily good options, right? And it's like this energy of having so much to choose from, so much to do, and it's like not knowing which way to go. And they're just saying here, like, maybe what you guys are working towards right now may not be the best option. And it's so focused on health. Like, I keep getting this energy of being focused on health. It's very much to do with your health. And they just want you to know that you're the one that has the key here. Like, you taking care of yourself is great. That's beautiful. Yet whatever it is that's like health here, it's like someone who takes steroids, you know, like they're doing it for health, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of side effects that come from that. And that's what they're saying here. It's like whatever it is that you're working towards, there's something that's very much a side effect here. And they want you guys to really determine, past what they used to tell you in life, right? Past what they used to say, what do you really want? Because this isn't necessarily going to make you more lovable or more likable. Or if it does, it's only going to be with people who are very surface level. And you're going to have this where it's like you're still successful, right? You're super successful. But at the end of being successful, it's going to feel like it all falls apart. And that's what they're trying to tell you here. It's like they want you guys to find celebration and love and consistency with yourself, so that you don't get into these situations where you have quote unquote close relationships, but they're not close. They fall apart at that moment's notice. And again, that when you get close with somebody, it's just they know how to irritate you more than anybody else. And that's what they're saying here. And you know, it's like I feel there's this energy that's coming through where it's like you guys are doing this because from them, you heard so much about this from them, and it's almost like, well, if I do this, then whatever we had wrong with our relationship will be made right. And they're saying, no, that's not true. Everything between you guys is already right. How it happened is exactly how it was meant to happen. But there's this back and forth energy with you that they're making very clear here. And they're saying that you are struggling with that inner stability. And as you struggle with that inner stability, right? This was talking about stability with Capricorn here. It's like that inner stability, you guys are kind of wishy-washy and not sure what's next and not sure what it is that you truly want. And that's what's going to happen once you get to this end outcome, this desired outcome that you're working towards now. You're not going to know what's next. And it's not that you're not capable of getting there. You absolutely are. But there's this sense of exhaustion that's coming through. And they're saying the reason you're exhausted is because you're doing this for them, for someone else. You're not doing it because this is what your heart desires. And that's what they want. They want you guys to really look at what your heart desires. Yes, it's important for you to take care of your health. Yes, it's important for you to take care of your finances. Yes, it's important to build. But are you building because this is what you want to do? Or are you building because this is something that has bothered you, that you guys had like bickering between you two, or even banter between you two, that really made that internal upset, that internal hurt, right? And please get some oracles on it. What else would you like to tell pile number 2, passed on loved one from heaven? No? Okay. No? Okay. They're being stubborn here. They want that message to sink in. Yeah, I felt that one. Okay, what else? One more? Okay. I know you are mad, my child. I know you are upset with me. I still wish for you to speak with me. Tell me all your inner feelings. Yell at me, scream at me, curse at me, cry and fall on me. I will never turn my back on you. I love you unconditionally. And this is a message from Source, okay? Or from God, the universe, whatever it is that you guys practice. I'm not here, you know, whatever the name is. I'm not here to say this is just what I know to be, okay? And they're just saying, like, this is a situation that has made you truthfully upset. I mean, of course, if it's somebody that's in your peer group, or somebody that's been with you since school, or somebody, you know, like somebody you grew up with, a sibling, it's hard to lose a sibling. It is absolutely gut-wrenching and devastating to lose a sibling, to lose anybody. But your siblings are like the ones that, even though you may not have gotten along with them, like you, when they're there one minute and they're gone the next, it's like the whole world just doesn't have any meaning anymore. And like the person who understood the life that you lived is gone, right? And it's difficult. I know from personal experience, but it's just difficult. And so this energy is absolutely coming through here, where you guys have lost somebody that was on that level with you. And there's this anger that's coming through from you in regards to that. And so Source is just saying, I know you're upset. Let me know about how you feel so that we can work through this together. If only I. There is nothing that you could have done to change the outcome of my passing. You hold a mighty weight in believing you held power over Source's plans. Let go. I am free. Let go. With you I will always be. And that comes back to a confirmation of what I was saying here, where it's like you're like doing this here. This is like the bargaining chip, right? Of grief. It's like, well, if I do this because this is something that meant so much to them, then maybe I'll feel free of this grief and this guilt and this energy. And they're saying that it's like there's nothing you can do. There's no bargaining chip here. What's done is done. Finding others gives you strength. Finding other people who have experienced death will allow you to open up. It is in this opening you begin to find your strength. Yeah, and they're just acknowledging how strong you are. I mean, look, they're saying that here with the Capricorn energy. Like, Capricorn energy is very stable and sturdy and constantly hardworking, but the downfall with Capricorn energy is that they can work too hard to a fault, where they forget about everything else in life and they ignore everything else in life. And that's something that they're not acknowledging here for you, is they're saying to find others who have experienced what you've gone through, whether that's a sibling, a friend, the situation. You can find grief support in your area. And it's not therapy. This is just people who talk about experiencing the same thing, and that will help you guys to open up and really be in this space of acceptance of what is. I didn't do this for you guys, but I'll do it now. 2 more cards on this, please. Okay, yeah, here we go again. This is Taurus energy coming through here, but this idea of working towards what you want. Like, this is a confirmation here. They want you to work towards what you want. May I please have one more? I can't make it up, guys. Because when you work towards something that you want, you guys will find a new type of balance in your life. And this is like change, big changes coming into your life in a good way, right? And sometimes it takes us finding stability in others and not isolating ourselves out and thinking that, oh, this is the only way I'm going to make it through. There's so many options available for you, whether that's a therapist. And I know people don't like to go to therapy, but you know what? Therapy helps. It really does. Having somebody who's not emotionally involved with this situation can help give you perspective on what's going on. And also take a look at that. Like if this situation that you're working towards, if this is like a weight loss product, maybe you're trying to join a gym and you're working really hard so that you can pay that all off at once, you know, maybe just finding a way to do that at home instead. Or if you have a problem with the way that you physically appear, going and talking to somebody about it to help get you some outside perspective on it. Like I said, this is something that like you're not able to really change. Or if you do change, it takes either a lot of money or a lot of time. And that's frustrating to you because there's this backing energy of when I get there, then I'll finally be able to make amends with this relationship. And your person here who's passed on is saying that, no, that's not how this works. You and I were already amended. You and I were good. We're on good terms. There's no, oh, when I look this way or when I act this way, or when I talk this way. They love you as you are. And they didn't say that enough in life, but they're saying that now. Yeah, there's this energy of not knowing, right? With the Ace of Swords on the bottom. So first of all, we have this energy coming through saying, yes, this is the truth, but also this energy of saying like it's misguided, like the way that you're going about whatever it is that you're going about right now, it's misguided. It's for someone else. It's for either this person who's passed away or it's for someone else in your life. I mean, I'm getting this energy that it's truly for this person that's passed away. And it's like feeling like this is going to make everything okay. And what's going to happen is you're going to get there and you're still going to feel empty and you're not going to understand why. Like it's going to be like, I worked so hard for this. There should be some sense of fulfillment here. And that fulfillment comes from accepting ourselves and loving ourselves fully and seeing ourselves for who we are. Yeah, see, we have fog veiled here. Yeah, you see, you're not seeing clearly. You're not seeing clearly. This is all confirmation of what's coming through here. This is like needing to see through the fog, but right now it's so hard because it's like you feel foggy. You feel lost, like, you know, or whatever it is. This is anger coming through. This is upset. This is being disconnected from your higher self because of the situation at hand. And the way to clear this up is to find what your heart wants. And finding what your heart wants will make things right with you. And that's what matters here. Okay, that's what they want you to know. That's what they want you to see. So we have Leo coming through. Being self-confident, loyal, and creative will help you build that self-confidence with yourself. Set your heart on fire. Do you see this image here? It's like setting your heart on fire for what's good for you. And that's so important for you in your life right now. And being okay with what that means to you, right? And knowing that that's not you taking away from them. And that's not you, like if you're enjoying your life, like that's not you going away from them or being wrong or being like a terrible person because you're learning how to enjoy your life again. That's all this person wants for you. Meadow, vulnerability. This is hard for you. The situation is hard for you. Accepting this is hard for you. Feeling open to talk to others is hard for you. It's like, I don't talk about my feelings. I heard that. What is it? Don't talk about Kellogg's. Like, it's like, that's the energy that's coming through here. It's like, don't talk about cereal. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. Like, no, what is, and that's it. And if everybody needs to talk about it, that's a problem. Like, I'm definitely getting this sense that they're trying to point out here. First of all, I'm getting the sense that you have a very hard time opening your heart. Okay, this is heart chakra energy coming through here. And then we have the orange up here, which is sacral chakra energy. And talking about finding others gives you strength, right? Others who've experienced the same thing. It's like, no, I should just deal with it. And they're just really pointing out here, you don't have to go through this alone. Opening up yourself will allow you to feel your emotions and open your heart to new connections, people who will help be the strength in your life. And that's important for you in this time. Cardinal, we have Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn energy, confirmation coming through. We have instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. It's like relighting. Again, we have this relighting your match, relighting your flame coming through here, but also being able to instigate something new in your life, right? Like cardinal signs start a season. They're the ones that start spring, they start summer, they start fall, they start winter, right? They're the start ones. They start new projects. They're really good at starting new projects. They have a hard time following through. And that's just a known fact, right? Like it's just like mutable signs have a hard time starting projects, but once they start projects, they have an easy time following through. And you have fixed signs and they're very stubborn and they don't want to change anything, right? Like these are just characteristics that go along with these signs. However, what they're saying here is to instigate opening up and be brave, right? And that will take you to new places. This pioneering spirit energy, it will take you to new places that maybe you didn't know existed for you. So let's see what we've got coming out here. We had owls in the first one too. So we have after the storm. Look, acknowledgement that this is very bumpy for you guys. This is a rough time. This is hard. We have one. One is having faith, right? Also new beginnings. Like this is the opportunity to bring in a new beginning for you. Completing that cycle and letting things just see where they go. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book from this, okay? It says, there's a thunderstorm about. It is either headed your way or just passing through now. Don't make a thunderstorm mean more than what it is, though. You don't have to fear it. You might even feel excitement about it. After all, a thunderstorm is just nature's way of gathering energy together that needs to be released, with the release of tension, relief, and freedom soon to follow. Often with a fresh perspective and perhaps the gift of promising hopeful vision for your future. Perhaps a particular storm building within you or around you is causing you to your boots. It might be a storm of building emotions, and we talked about that here, threatening to erupt or already exploding, seemingly beyond your conscious control. You might feel an uncomfortable sense of emotional or psychological pressure within, and if something doesn't happen and soon, you fear you might just burst. You may also sense that these are forces operating beyond your control. And you would be right. There is in life, the creative process, a need to allow for wild storms. There will be these precious moments of peace beforehand and the release and revitalization that follows, yet the storm in the middle is essential. It is a natural part of the creative process. Without this building and releasing of energy, we would suffer from boredom and stagnancy. You may prefer the excitement of the storm or the fresh, open feeling that accompanies its clearing. You may find it confronting to be faced with the power of something in which you can only participate, rather than control. Either way, the storm wisdom offers you the gift of bringing things to a head and clearing them away so that the energy can be freed from a pattern that has had its day and is ready to become something new. Sometimes the pressures that fuel the storm of our lives have been building up for a long time without us fully being aware of it. That's basically summing up this entire reading for you guys. Okay? I love that confirmation here. It might be a pressure from our own minds creating unnecessary burdens upon us, such as burdens of fear, self-doubt. We talked about beating yourself up, like that's coming through here. It could be pressure to appear a certain way or to fight against life out of a mistaken belief that it is necessary for survival. Sometimes the pressure is little more than the impossible dream of perfection and the need to gently, or even with great dramatic flourish, cast that aside so that you can dare to be what you are and create from your heart. I cannot make this stuff up, and I love that the owl came through not only on pile 1 but on your guys' pile, because owls are from the other world. They're from the death realm and the spiritual realm, however you guys talk it, right? I say it's the ether. That's what I actually say it is. And so it's like they're from the ether here to bring you messages from your loved ones. They carry these great senses of wisdom and insight. You have this big, beautiful moon on this card, which is connected with your emotional body. And that's definitely something that has been pointed at through your whole reading is how hard it is for you to open up emotionally. To work hard is not a problem for you, but to open up, that is harder for you. Okay? So I love this reading. I actually had a great time with this reading, guys, and I hope that this gives you some guidance. If it does, hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, set the notification bell so you always know when the next reading does come out. And until then, allow yourself to feel, because to feel is to be human, and to be human is what we are. Okay, with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next reading. Peace out. Hello, my pile number 3 humans. Welcome, guys, to your reading. And this is messages from your past on loved one. Give me just a second. I'm going to rechange the angle of the camera. Okay, that should be a little bit better. So this is going to be for those of you guys that chose this aquamarine. And what I'm going to do first is see what channeled messages I can get from this, if any. Sometimes there's a lot that comes through, and sometimes there's just a little bit that comes through. So we'll see, and then I will start with your guys's dice reading. Okay, so let's see. So the first message that's coming through is that there feels like there's a hole inside of your soul. And they're acknowledging that, like their passing left a hole inside of your soul, and that there's nothing in the world that can ever fill that again. And they're saying that they didn't even fill that hole. It's just that they took up so much time and space and energy for you guys that it felt like they were filling it. It was just, this was their so okay, I'm getting their health. Okay, like let me explain. The energy that's coming through is this is someone you took care of. This is an elderly person that's coming through that you took care of. I did see a grandma at first, and so, but I'm, you know, it could be a grandma, it could be a grandpa, but I am first and foremost getting this energy of grandma coming through. And it's like you guys put so much time and effort and energy into caring for them and being there for them in their last days. I hear hospice. This person was in hospice, and it's like you love them so much, okay? Like they know you love them so much, but you put all your own needs on hold trying to care for them, and that now that they're gone, it's like all of that stuff is rushing back in, and there's like, it just feels empty. Like you feel empty having to deal with this on your own now, and having to deal with life alone, and not having any real sense of purpose because they gave you a sense of purpose. For some of you guys, you might not be caregivers, but they're saying that you guys would feel more fulfilled as a caregiver. Or if you guys do work hospice, like that's why you chose to take care of them at their end of days, because you've seen some really bad situations, and so you guys chose to show up for them in that moment. But they're saying that there's fulfillment in the healing industry for you guys. It does not necessarily have to mean you guys becoming a nurse or going and becoming, you know, a hospice care. They're just saying that the healing industry, whether that's you guys getting into Reiki or sound healing, or you guys choose to do yoga, or whatever it is to help heal others, like this is something that's very fulfilling for you guys. And they want you to know that finding the fulfillment of your soul will help you guys fill this hole and to heal the darkness that feels left there. They didn't leave the darkness. Their passing didn't leave the darkness. It's something that you've been dealing with your whole life. And it's just that when you had to take care of this person, or you were constantly there for this person, that was giving you a reason to not look at this darkness that was there. They do love you very much, and they're with you. And they will help guide you into finding what is the best thing for you. They see your heart's desires. They see that. And I keep hearing grandma, like I hear grandma, like I saw grandma. This could be a great grandmother. Your grandmother is just grandma. That's like this grandma energy. It could even be a mom who was like grandma age. You know what I mean? Like they were your caretakers, or it could have been that your grandparents had custody of you and so you gave back to them. So there's different situations coming through here, but I am getting feminine, divine feminine, the feminine archetype. Like this is somebody who is matriarch in the family. Now keep in mind, this could also be a grandfather or that masculine archetype coming in as well, but the dominant energy here for most of you guys is the feminine, okay, like the grandma energy. So take it as it resonates. Know that this is a general reading for you guys, but that's what I'm getting from this. So let's see let me cleanse the dice here. What messages, dearly departed one, do you have for pile number 3? Passed on loved one, what messages do you have for pile number 3? What can you tell pile number 3? What do you wish to tell pile number 3? Passed on loved one for pile number 3. Okay. Okay. So we have 5th house Libra energy and Mars coming out. I'm going to zoom in for you guys here. So let me do that. Hold on with me. Woo, here we go. Okay. It's a roller coaster ride, I know. And you guys might see the camera move, and I apologize. I do my best to keep it still. However, I do live in an RV, and so because of that, there's only so much I can do to keep it still, especially when the wind's blowing. Okay, so with this 5th house here, yeah, this is definitely talking about children. Like you are a child. Maybe this was a child, but that you had to take care of and that passed really soon. But again, I'm getting this energy of someone that you took care of that, you know, was sick, that had lived a long life. And they're showing here with this 5th house that it's time for you to find a self-expression and to really learn what it is that brings you joy and what brings your spirit back, and to let go of the drama that they feel this brought into your life. And you may be like, it's not drama. No, it's not about that it's being drama, but that's what they're showing me here, is that it's like you guys lived life like a soap opera with them. It was like you were constantly taking care of them and you put your own life on hold. And that's what they're meaning here. And so maybe you guys watched why do I hear K-drama right now? I do. You guys could have watched K-dramas together. You don't necessarily have to or anything. That's just something that came through. And I don't mean to laugh because death is not a funny matter. It's just that's such a funny thing to like have together, like a good memory. That's a really good memory to have with somebody, like something that you both enjoyed. But they're like saying, stop acting like the soap operas that we watched. Like that's the energy that's coming through here. And so they're just reminding you to find some joy and learn to re-express yourself. And also for those of you that are single, they want you guys to go out and find romance. So I mean, I'm not here pushing you guys to go and get a relationship or anything. That could have been something that reminds you of them. Like they could have always been like, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna settle down? When are you gonna have a family? Like that's them coming back through here. They really want you guys to find joy, though, in what your hobbies and your interests are. And building those stable relationships, you know, they see how charming you are and they see how diplomatic and easygoing, and you guys like harmonious relationships, and they want you guys to bring that into the world instead of just saving that for people who are like closest to your family. Like that's a gift that you can give to others, and that's why you guys would make such good caretakers. You know, whatever that means to you. Shoot, that could mean being a grower, you know, for medical marijuana. Again, I'm just trying to give you guys examples. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a nurse or a doctor or anything like that. Like, there's so many opportunities. It could be alternative healing. This could be doing something unique, energy healing. This could be doing whatever you feel called to. But they're showing here that you guys are so harmonious. You guys are very rational, and you have a tendency to find a routine in solitude, and they want you guys to be able to find routine outside of that solitude and really give back, because you guys are relationship oriented, and you know, allowing yourselves to become that balance in your life. You're going to find some beautiful relationships when you go out, and you're going to find that, you know, maybe people are passive aggressive, and maybe people do have a problem with you, and maybe they see how helpful you are, how much you give, and they're saying to not let that get you down, because I feel like that's why you guys have gone into this solitude energy here, is because of the aggression of others. And we see that with the Mars energy here, but you guys are a leader. And that's why people have such an issue with you sometimes. And your person here, grandma, I'm just going to say grandma. And if that doesn't resonate with you guys, again, just take it as it resonates. That just keeps it easier for me, because it's hard to say all these different things all at once. So, and I was getting grandma as the strongest one coming through. But what grandma's saying here is she's saying that, you know, you had a tendency to let the aggression or the judgment of others deter you from doing what made you happy. And so you kind of fell into taking care of her, or you fell into taking care of your family or this person that you love so much, because it became more about survival than it did about you finding passion and courage in your life. And what is strange is that actually going through this experience is going to bring you much closer to your passion, what you like, and being able to direct yourself towards that and take a leadership in your own life and command what it is that you want, and have this really strong energy. It's like fight for what you love, right? Because you fought so hard for them. They want you to take that same energy and fight for what you love in life. And that's the real message coming through here with the dice. I'm going to zoom out, guys. Here we go. Hold with me. Almost there. All right, cool. Let's move these up. What a beautiful message. This person is so kind and loving, and they're so proud of you. All right. So, grandma, what messages do you have for pile number 3? What else can we tell pile number 3? What else would you like to pass on? Okay, they want me to shuffle. Okay, thank you. That was a weird shuffle. Oh, they want me to leave it? Okay, I guess it was supposed to be like that. So, grandma, what messages do you have for pile number 3? What messages, dearly loved past one, do you have for message for pile number 3? Wow, I am like so tongue-tied right now. Hold up here. Yeah, this is somebody you lived with, somebody that you had a home with, somebody that was like a ray of sunshine in your life, and you were their sun. Like everything about you brought sunlight into their life. So, dearly passed on loved one, what do you have for pile number 3? What messages would you like to tell them? No? Okay. Pile number 3 messages, dearly passed on loved one. Okay? One more, please. Thank you. Something very specific coming through here, yes. Guys, I love this message so much. We have the 4 of clubs here, but on the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of clubs with the sun. Look, and I was getting that energy here from the 4 of clubs, like that sunshine. You were like the sunshine in their life. They loved you so much. They loved seeing you. They were sad that it was like you didn't really have other people to go to or to lean on. Yeah, you guys have a very fiery energy about you. A lot of clubs. Look, all clubs. We have all clubs. We have the Ace of Clubs also depicting strength. We have the 7 of Clubs here. And we have the 9 of Clubs depicting the sun. It's like all this fiery energy, this ability to take action towards what it is that you want. And they want you guys to use this action towards what you desire. And stop sharing this with everyone, right? It's constantly this battle. I feel like there's this battle within you where you're constantly giving to others and you don't see how powerful you are. And it's like others maybe judge you or they say things about you. Yeah, and it hurts, right? It hurts because it's like it doesn't feel very fair. And it's like that's what this person is saying to you. They're saying that you're such an amazing person. You're bright light in the world around you. And it's like what you gave into this connection, this situation, it's like you could conquer the world if you allowed yourself to. And you have to remember that you're so powerful and that you don't have to share things just because you learned it. It's like find a basis for yourself and get on solid ground and then build that for yourself, then share it after you built it for yourself, because I feel like people have taken from you in the worst ways, you know, like whether that's judgment or being aggressive towards you, being like really ruthless and rude to you. And it's like you guys have done nothing but give from your heart, and they're acknowledging this, but they want you to give to your heart from your heart. And that's the message that's coming through so strong. 1414, a very powerful number for you. And that's this energy of finding stability here, right? Like this is finding that stability through change. I love this. I really do love this message. This is so beautiful. Yeah, are you guys willing to change your perspective? Let me get a couple of more cards on it. Last messages here for pile number 3, dearly departed loved one. Wow, that flew out. Yeah, they want you to find love. Guys, I can't make this stuff up. Did you see that card like flew out over there? It's like they want you guys to find love. And we had that here with the cards or with the dice saying, I want you to find love. I don't want you to be stuck in this perpetuating anger and the sadness. Find love, find play, find family, something that matters to you. Can you please have one more message for pile number 3, dearly departed loved one? Okay, one more message for pile number 3, dearly departed loved one. Whoa, thank you. Look at that. They want you to find hope again. I love this. We have the star coming out. Both of these cards in the upright. This beautiful energy of just finding hope and grace and love and harmony in your life again and being unique. Like you are such a unique individual, and that's what maybe people have such a hard time with you, because you stand out. Like you're a lion among beavers. Like you don't fit in, right? You're the wolf among sheep, but you're not a wolf. Like you're still the sheep. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like you still have this energy of trying to blend in because it's all you've known your whole life. And it's like when you took care of this person who passed away, it changed a lot of you and the way you see the world. And it's like you don't want to be a burden on someone. And they're saying you're not going to be a burden on someone going and finding love, right? Look at this. You're such a powerful being. Like this is that Aries energy. Mars rules Aries, right? And so you have this, and the Emperor rules in Aries in the deck. And you have this beautiful strength that you don't see how powerful you truly are. And it's like you didn't see yourself in the past, and you kind of blocked yourself off to the accomplishments. And it's like you have this opportunity to set things right for the present moment and find stability in yourself again, and find stability in what you want. And not just because someone says you're good at it, but because it's like what you want, and searching for that because it's what you want. And it's like you put so much time and energy and effort into taking care of others, and now it's time to take care of yourself. And this person is very happy for you. Like they're so grateful that you were in their life, giving them love, giving them kindness, giving them truth, and being you, because being you is what was important to them. But the sunshine, like you can't make that stuff up, guys. Like, okay, I'm going to shuffle again. It was like 3 cards that came out, but I'm going to shuffle again because I feel like... There we go. Can you please have another one? Yeah. Healing. The more you play the misfortune of life over in your mind, the deeper the wound becomes. Healing begins with accepting my passing and knowing that nothing could have been different, for it was not different. So, and I feel like this is also referring to exactly what we talked about, healing on so many other levels, you know, like healing from the past wounds of giving and people maybe doing you wrong, and healing from the upsets in life where people had judged you wrongly. And it feels like this person was the only person that accepted you because they loved you so much. And, you know, that's the thing here. It's like you're loved by others. You just don't know it right now because it's like replaying those hurts and the wounds and replaying the loss of this person in your life is so much, you know. It's just too much on your soul. We have Neptune, dream and transcend. Guys, I cannot make this stuff up. They want you to dream big, right? Get in touch with your emotions. Get in touch with the darkness. Neptune rules Pisces, and Pisces is the zodiac of mystery and, you know, spirituality and connecting with the beyond the veil, right? Beyond the veil energy here. And it's like finding what's true in your heart and then using that as a drive to get what you want in life. And that's what they want more than anything. Okay, that's the one. Came out right away. Yeah, I'm finding your sanctuary, right? This is like indicative of the womb and finding a way to create. Like he brought his paints with him and he set a fire and you see the sun is going down. It's like he doesn't care what time it is. He's going to spend all night in this cave drawing and making art because that's what's important to him, away from people. And it's like you found strength in solitude, but in your solitude you're not necessarily creating the life that you want, right? Like it's just kind of like solitude to get away, not solitude to create. And this is what your grandma wants, or this is what this person really wants. They want you to find solitude as a way to get away and create. Okay. Blame never won anyone anything. Placing blame on yourself or others is keeping you from feeling my loss. I know those feelings are scary, and I know it seems as though they might swallow you whole. Yet I assure you, it is the beginning step in your healing. So 2 things here. We have another card coming out about healing. And no, not all of these cards are about healing, okay? They're all over the place. These cards come out all over the place, but you guys got 2 cards from here all about healing, and also this blaming others, like blaming a situation from the past, right? Blaming the loss of this person. It's like on yourself. What else could I have done to keep them here longer? Blaming whatever it is, that there's a sense of blame coming through here and saying that you're not worthy of what you desire because there's some kind of guilt that's keeping you from that. And it's time for you to really feel into that and stop blaming yourself. Stop blaming others for whatever has happened in your life and feel what has happened, because how you feel is valid, right? And grief is valid. Waterfalls. As your tears fall down your cheeks, you are healing. Guys, I cannot make this up. I'm telling you, not all of these cards talk about healing, and this is so crazy, right? It says this is the outlet you need to help you move on. Each drop contains within it the suffering and pain you've held within, and it takes great courage and great strength to let those tears fall. So you've like numbed yourself to this. You've like basically like said, oh, well, I know it hurts, but I'm not going to feel into that, right? And it's time for you to embrace these emotions. We have orange coming out in almost all these other cards here. And orange is connected to your sacral chakra. And that's the center of our emotions, our right to feel. You have a right to feel how you feel. That doesn't make you inhuman. That doesn't make you weird. It doesn't make you strange. It doesn't make you anything except that, human. Everybody feels something. We're not weird because we have emotions. That's the one thing that makes us truly human, is the ability to have emotions. And it's coming out so clearly here in your reading. Your message from your person is to feel into that. Feel what it is to feel these things, to feel their loss, to feel the aggravation and the upset and the hurt from the past. Feel these things so you can let them go, right? Sit with that. Sit with the anger until it's no longer controlling you. Okay, sit with the hurt until it's no longer controlling you. We have Jupiter, grow and expand. Good luck comes from feeling this, right? You're going to grow spiritually. Jupiter is a very spiritual planet. Jupiter is also connected was originally connected to Pisces. It is connected to Sagittarius energy. Depends on what astrology you study, if you study it at all. But Western astrology, it has been separated that Neptune is Pisces and Jupiter is Sagittarian energy. And Sagittarius is all about religion and connecting with a higher source and connecting with your higher self. And so it's like, as you guys feel and you allow yourself to let go of those burdens, you're going to grow and connect better with your higher self, that intuition within you, and know what's best for you. And stop doing things, firstly, because people tell you to do them. And secondly, not allowing others to tell you how to live your life and feeling guilty when you don't do that, right? You're going to feel grounded in who you are as a person. Yeah, we have fairies, earth magic. Yeah, this person loved you. They loved you so much. Like, the message with earth magic is, it's simple. It's like getting a plant or getting a fish or getting a dog, okay, whatever works for you, and giving that being love every day. No matter what, even if it's hard, like if it's a dog and they pee on your carpet, instead of screaming at them, can you give them love and say, it was just an accident. We all have accidents. And then praise them when they go outside. Like, it's coming from life from a whole new perspective, and seeing how when you show up in this loving light, how it responds to you, whether it's a dog or plant or fish, even like how they respond to you. If you give fish love, they'll grow big. If you give plant love, it will grow so much faster than you ever expected it to. And that's such a beautiful thing. And I feel like the only person that you had in your life that you felt love from was this person you took care of. And there could be this sense of you taking care of them for guilt for some of you guys. Like, you felt guilt and you needed to take care of them. It was just like what you're supposed to do. But I feel like for the majority of you guys, this individual was so loving towards you. And it was like when they left, that's why there's this blame. Oh, you had to leave. You were the only person that loved me in life. And now who's going to love me? And they're saying, like, you have to find that in other places. You have to find that with other relationships, with other people, that connection, and not feel like everybody's going to give you, you know, stick it in your back or betray you or, you know, like these things. It's, yes, maybe that was the past, but the past is the past. That's not now. This is a different situation, and you've grown. And the more you grow, the easier it will be to listen to your discernment. So let's see what your message is. I cannot. An owl has come out in every single one of your guys' readings. Pile 1, 2, and 3. And not all of these cards. I wish I could show you guys all these cards. But if you saw, we had 33 heaven sent on the bottom. They're not all, look, not all owls. In fact, I think there's only 4 owls in this whole deck. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just going to shuffle through real quick. Look, I can't with you guys. An owl has come out in all of the piles today. The only one I think is number 44. I think that's the only other, yeah, that's the only other one in here with an owl on it. Look, I can't make this stuff up, guys. Like, I want you to know I didn't make this up. You guys saw me shuffle in the beginning. It was so crazy. I couldn't believe it. I sat there and I kept thinking when I got to your pile, I was like, man, if an owl comes out, I'm going to know that this was the reading I was meant to do. Look, we have these 2 owls come out in the other 2 piles. Guys, I can't make that stuff up. Like, it's such a trip. So we have 23. Defend to the end the worthwhile. And if you guys see this, look at her. She's like crying. And we had crying is healing, right? And so, again, this confirmation of crying for you guys. That's why I draw the oracles out on live camera. In fact, that's why I draw all the cards out on live camera, so you guys can see the synchronicities as they come through. And this is such a beautiful synchronicity. It's like connecting with the wisdom of your third eye, connecting with the being that you are, your higher self. I'm going to read this to you guys. I want you to just look at this picture and how profound it is. She's crying. She's like gone through it. She looks like she's been through hell and back. And excuse my language here, but that's the best expression I can have for this card. It's like being surrounded by all this hurt and this pain, and yet somehow finding growth and wisdom through that. Okay, let me make sure you guys are... Okay, there we go. Let me read this to you. 23. Defend to the end the worthwhile. I already know this is going to be powerful. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more than likely cast aside, for the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised? Without its foundation of truth, we are forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. And that's the thing here. I feel like that's the foundation was taking care of this person, and now the foundation is gone, and that's where you feel is lost in that confusion, doubt, and despair. Never fear, pile 3. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and also the grief of the world. You have raged at the injustice and the oppression in your own life and in the world. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love, for whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive. Stop making such a big deal out of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant about the presence of love. It's not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths. Even if others find the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than to anything else. This includes the fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. They are no less important than the more noticeable and dramatic actions on the path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant is what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. That darkness will be intelligent and sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, that you are just one person, and that you can't make a difference anyway. The darkness will lure you into sleepy ambivalence and dull your light, if you allow it to. The sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor to be true to what has meaning and never, ever allow it to be cast aside, even if it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. And we talked about that with the 5th house here, that love and that joy. They want you to bring that back into your life. And I feel like with this person, that's just it. It's feeling like it's being snuffed out, because who loves you in your life the way that they did, and who loves you in your life the way that you were able to love them? This is such powerful things. And owls are messengers from the ether. They are a symbol of death, okay? And I'm not saying that to be, it's not meant to trigger you, okay? It's not. It's just interesting that in all 3 piles, we're doing a mediumship reading. We had owls come out for all 3 piles. It just baffles me here. A confirmation here for you guys saying that this is absolutely a message from your passed on loved one. And you have a heart to defend, because you're so worthwhile having the life that you desire. You are enough. And this person loves you. They love you the same way they loved you in life. They love you unconditionally in the ether, and they're walking with you, and you're not alone, and you haven't lost that love. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay, it's just you need to experience the grief and the loss of the things that you've experienced throughout your entire life. And when you cry those tears, you guys will heal yourself, and you will begin to see the bright light that you are in your own life. Okay? This is what I have for you guys, pile number 3. I hope that this resonated. If it does, please hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Set the notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And if you're interested in in-depth, longer readings, these are pretty long today, but generally they're not going to be this long. If you're interested in those longer readings, those much longer readings, check out my other channel, Readings by Circe. And my fellow pile 3s, my beautiful humans, go and scatter love, because that's what you do best, and you're so amazing at it, and the whole world needs humans just like you, as you are in this moment. Okay? With that being said, until next time, bye guys.